Okay, so this is epic. This is one of the things I've been wanting, a new HINATA, a Shippuden HINATA. I know, I actually did not include her on my top 10 units I actually want new versions of, because she was kind of like the top 15, but she's one of them, because before this, this is the new Shippuden HINATA that is gonna come out today for JP. What other Shippuden HINATAs did we have? We had, if you open here the wiki, and you go on the HINATA, what HINATAs do we have? So this is Shippuden HINATA, right? But she's from the 4th grade Ninja War, and she's a free-to-play unit. She's pretty okay. And then we had High School HINATA, which is not Shippuden. Blazing Bash HINATA. This is Adult HINATA. This is some form of HINATA. She's kind of Shippuden. This was the only like real Shippuden HINATA we had, and this is like an end of Shippuden. You know, I would say this is like a Shinden HINATA, where like before Boruto, kind of like in the last Naruto movie, like kind of area where like Shin and Sasuke and Shin and Naruto, the Blazing Festivals are. I would say so. I would say she's kind of in that position in time. So really like the hands right here. But the other art, of course, is the 5-star art. This is the normal 6-star art, and this is the Blazing Awaken art. She is, of course, a Blazing Bash unit. Interesting, she's only coming herself. Normally, of course, Blazing Bashes come with a batch of 2 units, but they have been doing it recently where both she's gonna be a Blazing Bash that comes alone. The newest Sakura came alone, and Blazing Bash 4 Tails Naruto came alone. So that's it. Is it like a streak of 3? I don't remember if the if 4 Tails Naruto came before the Obito and Madara Blazing Bash. That was, of course, a dual Blazing Bash, but I don't remember if 4 Tails Naruto was before or after, but it's been a couple of Blazing Bashes that have only come out with 1 unit, which I think it's okay. I always felt like 2 units was kind of too much. It's already a unit that is gonna kind of like mix the meta. 2 of them at the same time was kind of too much. We also have info on the new unit that is gonna come out for the PvP reward, and it's gonna be a Minato. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, another Minato, but I actually think it's fitting. It was Sage Mode Naruto, and then it was EMS Sasuke, and then it was Kashi. Although I don't have any hatred for Sakura, Sakura was probably the likely option. I do like that it's Minato. Minato is always like the PvP guy, right? He's a fast boy. So again, he has the potential of being the new fastest unit in the game, which I'm pretty interested about. But let's see the info about HINATA. HINATA is the only thing that actually comes. Unfortunately, nothing really else more. But let's go over it. So this is, of course, the 6-star unawakened version. This is her abilities. She ignores she ignores dodge. She has a 10% chance of getting a chakra when hitting someone, 25% chance of resetting both normal jutsu and ultimate, and 10% chance of getting a chakra when being hit. This is, of course, her stats. She's a short-range unit, 2300 attack stat, 2400 health stat. That's pretty average. Field skill is a, I'm reading right here, is a 20 to 25% reduces chance of enemy substitution. It's pretty weird. And then body skill reduces chance of being switch sealed by 30%. And then the normal jutsu is a 4.5 towards all enemies in range, and she has a 40%. I'm Google translating this. I don't know if it's 100% correct, but it says that it's a 40% chance of mobilizing for 3 turns. That's what Google Translate says. Google Translate says, I hope it's correct. And then the ultimate is a 17.2 towards 1 enemy in range. It has, this is a weird one, okay? So it has a 75% chance of either mobilizing for 2 turns, and the other one, Google Translate, did not really help me about. But I think for 5 turns, okay, so it's 5 turns is actually the mobilization. And then the 2-turn one is, it doesn't really help me. Google Translate. I don't know. I'll be back, but the ultimate is either mobilizing for 5 turns, and then for 2 turns it's something. Again, Google Translate, it's not cooperating with me. Okay. It is what it is. But just know it's a 17. Really, Blazing Bash units who don't care about their PvE version, so I don't know. You really only be there for the PvP version, right? So let me go over the PvP version. Of course, this would be hard on PvP if you want to use the PvE version, but it doesn't make any sense. So let me skip. Stats. That's where Hinata gets a little bit interesting. So she has 60,000 HP. She is a very thick girl, very thick and very healthy girl with 60k HP, 4.5k attack stat, and she's pretty slow. She's really slow, 221 speed, but she is a 4 and 8 chakra, as you can see right here, so you can just run her in the back of Gaara or even Wisdom Hinata herself, the other Blazing Bash Wisdom Hinata. So I don't know, you can just run like that. I do believe that she ignoring dodge in the first ability makes her pretty viable, but we'll see what happens. This ability is you cannot be knocked back, which, you know, it can be helpful. It can be helpful, especially when dealing with a Wisdom unit, because with a meta with so many Final Valley Sasuke's running around, when you push someone towards Final Valley Sasuke, he deals so much damage. She not being able to be pushed kind of helps like that, right? And then we have this ability, whenever she's hit, she has a 10% chance of getting a chakra back, and then she has 50% chance of resetting the normal jutsu. When I saw this for the first time, I was like, what? But I don't know, like 50% chance of resetting is like super good, but when is she gonna have another opportunity to jutsu? Because she's so slow that you're gonna be jutsuing once, and then she's gonna take forever to come back. So it's like, I mean, it is pretty good, is it? But is it though? So it has that side, but a field and body skill are the same thing. 20 to 25% reduces chance of enemy substitution. Again, I don't know if this just reduces their chance of dodging you. I hope it is. And then the body skill is reduces chance of being switch sealed, which can be very useful if you're running her with Gaara. So you're using Gaara as a speed lead and then you use her in the back. They have a lesser chance of switch sealing that Gaara, so I feel like it's pretty useful. Normal Jutsu is a 4.7 towards all enemies in range, 80% chance of speed reduction for 4 turns, and gives herself 30% damage reduction for 4 seconds. I mean, I said turns, but I mean seconds. It's the same thing. She does speed reduction, which I don't know how to feel about that. We'll have to see how much damage she does. I can calculate how much damage she does right now, actually. Let me pull out the calculator. If I calculate here how much damage she does, maybe it is like, you know, remember Choji, so she has 4.22. Remember Choji where he did have speed reduction, but like his thing was that he hit really hard, and then he also speed reducted, right? So Hinata is going to be hitting for 21 neutral. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Times 1.5 for bravery. That's pretty good. It's AoE. We'll have to see the hitbox, but it looks pretty good for like a jutsu that actually does something. That's pretty good. Speed reduction. And she gives herself 30% damage reduction, which is like, for someone that already has 60,000 HP, you know, 30% damage reduction for 4 seconds. 4 seconds is never gonna run out. And then the ultimate, because you do have the 50% chance of resetting, you do have a very good chance of getting an ultimate with her. So it is very viable to read the ultimate off. Again, if you do the normal jutsu, you get a reset, you can get her some chakra before she comes back, maybe. She can get an ultimate, and that can be like a huge deal, right? So the ultimate is a single target, and is a 14.5 towards 1, of course. 85% chance of chakra recovery ceiling for 4 turns, and reduces their chakra by 3. That is huge. I have a lot of matches where I just win because Minato does his ultimate and reduces their chakra. So, like, again, it could be very huge for a match deciding blow, right? You could be losing and then just ult someone that is gonna get an ult and you win. So this Hinata could be good. I don't know. I don't wanna like really anticipate her though. So let's see the hitboxes. Let's see the jutsus. Should I turn off the music? Nah. Should I? Let me pause this. Okay. Okay, a lot to take from. So let me repeat this. So this is the hitbox from the PvE version. We already know it's AoE, but I don't care about it. I really do care about this hitbox though. This one. This is the PvP. It's an AoE hitbox. But look at this range. I wanna decipher, is this the same range of Sage 6 Pev's Madara? Well, let me put music back, now that we have, okay. Is this the same range of Sage 6 Pev's Madara? That's a big deal. If it is, I'm trying to remember if this is like a short to mid-range range, or is it just straight up Sage 6 Pev's Madara? Because if it is Sage 6 Pev's Madara's, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's gonna be hitting a couple people because, like, from sore experience with people that has this hitbox, it's pretty good. So, but I'm trying to think, is it really, or is it, it comes out as it, I feel like it's a little bit smaller, but I could be wrong. But the thing is that, in the showing right here, she's like really close, but you can be like, right, like here, right? As long as a little bit of the circle picks it up, it's gonna count. So she could be really good with this hitbox. The ultimate is a single target, so the hitbox doesn't really matter. But the ultimate looks sick. The ultimate looks pretty sick. I have to give it to them. It looks really good. But this is Hinata. We're getting her today. Global is getting the Shikamaru and the Rock Lee. And crossing fingers, we're getting Hiruzen as well. We're finally getting him. But yeah, that's what's coming. Thanks for watching. Hinata looks promising. She might change the meta a little bit. I don't think she's as good as Sakura, but we have to see the banner. We have so much stuff to see as well. But stay tuned. When we get more info on the banner and stuff like that, we'll be back. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.